In back-to-back weeks, the North Dakota State Bison are in action against an FCS team from Tennessee. Today's contest was against East Tennessee State, a team they've only seen once before, back in the quarterfinals of the 2021 FCS playoffs. Out to Johnson City, Tennessee we go. The Bison would strike first. It's a handoff to Bryce Lance, who finds a gap and makes the most of it, dashing 18 yards to the end zone. This puts NDSU up 7-zip. Then the Buccaneers with it on 1st and goal. They'd find the end zone as Bryson Irby skips in untouched, capping off a 10-play, 75-yard drive to open their scoring. NDSU now on their final drive of the first quarter. Cam Miller scrambles. He finds some time and then finds Joe Stuffle in the back of the end zone. These two teams would go blow for blow, but East Tennessee State comes away with the win. 38-35 will be that final. UND hosted Idaho State this afternoon. On the first drive of the day for UND, it's going to be capped off by Gavin Zybarth, punching it in from a yard out. The Fighting Hawks have a 7-0 lead. Idaho State drove down the field on the ensuing possession, but on first down in the red zone, Devin Hembry makes a game-changing play. He picks off the Bengals, and you can watch him soar down the sideline. A 92-yard pick six for a massive swing and a 14-zip advantage. What a play by the fifth-year senior. A total of 80 points will be scored in this one as the Fighting Hawks go on to win 52-28 over the Tigers. The Blue Hawks of Dickinson State hosted the Blue Devils of Wisconsin Stout. Stout jumped out to an early 6-0 lead, and they'd build on that, adding 6 more as quarterback Adam Moan finds Tucker Hawkinson with a rolling catch in the end zone. On Stout's first possession of the second half, Moan goes to the air again, this time finding wide receiver Bennett Letcher, who's wide open. The Blue Devils will take a 22-0 lead before the Blue Hawks begin to climb back in it. That's Will Madler shedding a tackle and airing it down the field to Adrian Calderon, who makes the catch for a 54-yard touchdown strike. The Blue Hawks would strike again on its next possession as Madler has all kinds of time and then connects with Samaj Clark for the score. The Blue Hawks eventually make it a 22-20 ball game. They'll go for 2 but can't complete the comeback. DSU falls to 2-1 on the season. UMary football hit the road to take on Sioux Falls, and it was a surprising start for the Marauders. This handoff goes to Jeremiah Moore, and he explodes down the field. He goes 45 yards down the field. It's going to put UMary up 7-0. USF would answer right back, though. This is Camden Dean. It's 22-yard run, and he'll make it into the end zone, tying it up at 7 apiece. Second half now. After a Marauder field goal, Dean is going to fake it. He's going to find Travis Yonke. It's going to be a 4-yard score that makes it 14-10. Mary keeps it a close one but can't quite get it done. The Cougars will go on to win by 2. More NSIC action. Northern State at Minot State. We're going to pick things up with Northern leading 14-6. Even when they're trailing, they do what they do best, and that's pounding the rock. Evan Lockett finds a seam and bursts into the end zone all the way for 6. A 2-point conversion is successful. We'll have a tie ball game, and that's to where it brings us with under a minute. Minot State just kicked a field goal for the lead, and the Wolves have a 4th down, and he's going to escape the pocket, but the Beavers swarm for the tackle. It's a turnover on downs. This wins it for Minot State. They get their first win over the Wolves in program history and are 3-0 for the first time since 2002. Now, no need to rub your eyes or double-check your calendars. It's true. Hockey is back on our radar as UMary's hockey team kicked off its season this afternoon against Iowa State at the Starion Sports Complex. Marauders start the season ranked 11th in the country, and they wasted no time getting on the scoreboard, already leading 1-0 and looking for their second. David Lohr skates inside and fires one, but this one is saved by the Cyclones goalkeeper. Later in the first period, Marauders on the power play. Alex Sinf is left alone behind the net, and he makes Iowa State pay. It's 2-0 Marauders lead. He'd take a penalty for his unsportsmanlike conduct celebration, and right after that power play ends, that's Liam Massey tucking it away on a Joe Gronholz assist. The Marauders open the 24-25 season with a 7-2 win over the Cyclones. Game 2 is tomorrow at 2 p.m. And in WDA soccer, the Demons took on the Braves in Mandan, trailing 3-1 in the second half. Mason Seafeld brings the Demons back in it, lofting one from about 25 yards out. He lets it rip and it sails into the back of the net. The Braves would answer back about 5 minutes later though. Caden Snewstad bursts up the right wing and puts in a peach of a cross for Parker Vandervorst, who pokes it home. That will be the last of the scoring in this one. Mandan St. Mary's tops Bismarck 4-2. In other soccer scores from the area, Williston beats Minot 4-2. Jamestown dominates Minot North. Century picks up a win in Dickinson. And then in volleyball, Minot wins in 5 sets over Dickinson. And at the professional level, the Twins' woes continue. They'll lose 11-1 to the Reds tonight. Thanks for sticking around. We'll be right back.